Hello, Sorcerer Goons! My name is Alex, and welcome back to Pokemon Shining Pearl. In the last video, we managed to get to the city, which I freaking still forget the name, and we gave Barry a map, which he freaking forgot at home. Freaking idiot. But anyway, now I left a few battles in this particular video because they are Pokemon that we have not seen before up until this point. But in order to get through those, we will need to go through some old faces like Bidoof over here. But trust me, they are going to be kind of worth it. Well, sort of, I guess, depending on how you feel. Well, I'm sorry. It is a little bit finicky trying to get through all this, but. And just trying to fill a conversation, but it is kind of whatever. But by the end of the video, we will be having our first ever gym battle and gym badge in hand. So here we have Zubat. Zubat is an incredibly annoying Pokemon in caves because this is a Pokemon that you will have random encounters all the time with. They are fairly weak for what they are, but if you have the patience for it, they can evolve into a pretty fast and hard-hitting Pokemon known as Crobat. But you need to first evolve it into Golbat, level up with high friendship, yada yada yada. But that actually brings me into the different methods as to evolve your Pokemon. Now, the team that I have is mainly just gonna be a simple level up thing, but there are other methods to evolving certain types of Pokemon. You know, for example, you have trading, which not everyone is able to have because modern games on the Switch need you to have the Nintendo Wi-Fi service, which I don't care how many games you get from that. I don't really like it. I don't like how you need to pay just to do a basic function in a game. You know, that is bullshit to me. I may be missing the bigger picture, but you know. Okay, so brief little tangent. The Pokemon that we just encountered was a Crickettot. It is a regional bug for this. It is a regional bug for Sinnoh, but it's not very good, so I wouldn't even bother with it. Anyway, so then we get trade item. So again, then we get trading Pokemon, but they have to be holding specific items, like a protector, a metal coat, things like that, right? But now we get to not yet, sorry. But then we get to friendship evolutions, which for me are a major pain because they're so time consuming. And right here we meet Bidoof, a grass poison type that requires a high amount of friendship. And it is a pain in the ass to do because it takes so freaking long. Like, that thing is going to be over-leveled, but still pretty weak to most things that you fight, okay? Sorry. Anyway. I am not a fan of those. But then we get Evolution Stones, which, you know, not inherently bad, but they do become a lot more difficult to find as the games go on. In fact, I think the easiest place, or the easiest games to get them were in the Kanto games, because there was literally a department store that had that had the elemental stones at the time. You know, there was a spot for thunderstones, water stones, fire stones, moonstones even. But to be fair, they were the only ones at the time. And also right here, I kept this fight in because there is another brand new Pokemon. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. But, like, I do like what Bidoof can become, okay? It can become a very strong Pokemon. But, unfortunately, it is a pain just to get it to its second stage. Like, basically how friendships work is that you need to let the Pokemon be in the front of your party, which is the easiest step to do. You also need to have it win plenty of battles, which is easier on paper. Walk around with it enough, which is very time consuming without any reasonable means to track. And just don't let it faint. Again, easier said than done. And in the case of Bidoof, it has to be at a certain time. And hey, Psyduck! I love this little goober. Especially if you've seen Misty's Psyduck in the anime. Yeah. But unfortunately, I don't use Psyduck or even evolve it into Golduck because there are better water type options out there. And yeah, I think it would have benefited from having a dual psychic type instead of just being a pure water, because it can learn psychic abilities. So there's that. Anyway, now we're in Orberg City. This is where we will be spending the rest of the video, because we not only need to talk with Barry over there, because he will give us confirmation about where to find the gym leader Rourke, but also because here's where I can get 2 new Pokeballs. But during the recording session, I forget which buildings have which balls, and which floor you need to talk with which character. So just for the next couple minutes, you're going to be seeing me roaming around, figuring out who has the balls that I'm talking about, and then we'll head over to Orberg Mine, find Rourke, go to the gym, and just practically sweep through it with Tor, because, well, I'll explain that later. But this kid, or no, it wasn't him. Oh, there it is, the Dusk Ball. Now, I remember in the last video I mentioned that certain balls have certain catch modifiers. Now, basically what a catch modifier is that if certain conditions are met, then a ball will have a better chance to catching a certain Pokemon. So, for the Dusk Ball, if you encounter a Pokemon at night, or in a cave, then you will have a better chance at catching it. Now, it's not a guaranteed catch, but it is a pretty good chance. Of course, you're gonna need a lot of them, but at this point in time, we only have the one. So, yeah, gotta play that smart. And that kid gave us the Great Ball, so now I can head on out and get to the mine, thankfully. Basically the Great Ball has a 0.5 modifier for catch rates. Basically that just means that it's just slightly better than a regular Pokeball. But that's about it. and we picked up an item known as Stardust. This will give us a lot of money in the shop. But right there, I thought that there was an item or something, but I just couldn't find anything, so it was practically a waste of time, and down into the Orberg Mines we go. But there is one Pokemon in here that for some reason was like a Zubat in this area. And that is this guy, Geodude. Now, I guess right here is a good time to talk about type matchups. Basically, types of Pokemon are weak to certain types of moves. Like, for example, Rock is weak to grass and water, making it twice as effective, right? But certain Pokemon have dual stats, or not stats, dual types, like Geodude, for example. Technically, it's a rock ground, and ground is 2 times weak to grass and water, making Geodude 4 times weak to grass and water. So really, if you picked a Turtwig, like I did, or a Piplup, then you are pretty much golden at this point in the game. Oh yeah. This guy also has a Machop, which is a trade evolution line. Basically, after he evolves, you can trade the evolved form to get the final form. But honestly, given how the world is today, and the Nintendo Wi-Fi thing just not being worth it in my eyes, I don't really recommend that you do that. I don't recommend a lot of trades in this game at all. You know, unless there's an item that practically serves the same purpose, then I would not recommend you trade at all, because I don't think that a monthly subscription to do a basic thing in the game is worth it. Or any of the other classic games that the company has available for you. But hold on a second, I need a swig of water. Sorry. So now, Geodude and a lot of other Pokemon, Steel and Rock types specifically, they became a lot more annoying with one ability that you saw earlier, called Sturdy. Now, from Generation 5 onward, Sturdy works by, if you were to knock the Pokemon out in one shot, then Sturdy would kick in, allowing them to live at 1 hit point. Now, that is rather annoying, especially if you have like a gym match going, because leaders can heal their Pokemon mid-battle, along with the champion and Elite Four. So yeah, that's pretty annoying. But anyway, we also encountered Onix earlier, which is a pretty intimidating looking mon, until a simple bubble can just take care of it like no problem, because its special defenses are crap. So, you know, But it does get a little bit better with Steelix, because Steel-type Pokemon have made a bit of a bounce in recent years because of the Fairy typing, but that's a whole nother debate for another time. Anyway, on to the first gym, which is a rock-based gym. And honestly, I could skip these trainers, but I mean, that would barely make for 20 minutes, and I think 20 minutes is about a good time as any for this series. So, there's that. Anyway, now these guys don't have anything that we haven't seen before, but it is a good way to level up your team just a little bit until you have to face the gym leader. Now, sorry, I'm trying to think. What I talk about. Sorry. Oh, wait, fuck. Blech. Damn it. Well, already talked about freaking evolutions. Already talked about whatever things I needed. Christ, I am not a good commentator. I swear to God, because I'm already running out of things to talk about. Well, I guess I could talk about how this is technically my second attempt to record this voiceover, because freaking Audacity was having a bit of a fit earlier, so second time's a charm, hopefully the same thing doesn't happen again, so oh well. Oh, sweet. Tor just learned a move known as Razor Leaf. It does have a fair chance to miss, but it has a high critical hit rate. Basically what a critical hit is that it ignores any buffs that your opponents have, so if they have a high defense, then you'll do normal damage and then greater damage. Now it is a random chance as to when this will happen, so just keep that bit in mind, but certain moves have a higher chance than others for a critical hit rate. Although, it is kind of funny thinking back, because in Gen 1, which again was red and blue, critical hits were basically determined by how fast your Pokemon was. So, if you had a speedy powerhouse, then you'd be landing criticals left and right. But anyway, so Rourke has the same two Pokemon that we've seen before, Onix and Steelix. But he does have a slight advantage over us, because his Pokemon are actually faster than Tor, as you'll see in a second here. Although the trade-off is that most of them are 4 times weak. Or, oh no, wait. Geodude wasn't fast in this one, but he was able to land a rollout, which rollout is kind of annoying it is annoying to go against it, but it's also kind of annoying using it. Basically, rollout gets stronger the more that a Pokemon uses it. It's like a 5-turn move, essentially. And with each hit, rollout keeps getting stronger and stronger. But it also has a good chance to miss, so the power boost is kind of meaningless. But anyway, As you saw earlier, though, Onyx was a lot faster than Turtwig and was able to get off Stealth Rock, which is a pain-in-the-ass move for both casual and competitive play, as far as I'm aware. So, anyway, but now we have his Ace Pokemon, which is quite the rarity here. So, up until Grant from X and Y, no gym leader has done this for their base team, and that is adding a fossil Pokemon. Yep, Rourke is one of the few gym leaders to have a fossil Pokemon on his team. And the problem with Cranidos is he is a pure rock type, meaning that Waller Grass moves are going to land a major hit on him. He won't go down as easy as, say, Geodude or Onix. And in this case, he was also faster than us because he got off a Leer to reduce our defense. But it doesn't really matter because we got him into the red, Rourke chose to heal, and finish it off with an incredibly powerful Razor Leaf. And trust me, if you picked a Chimchar and you had Badoo on your side, this would have been a pain to deal with because Badoo is so freaking frail. But anyway, so now that we defeated Rourke, we're not only given our first gym badge, but we're also given our first tentacle machine, which you get after beating gym leaders. But I will go over that next time. So, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and above all, please subscribe to the channel for more videos. The next milestone that I plan to celebrate at is at 500 subscribers. So, until next time, Sorcery Goons, remember, reach for the stars.